And new this morning, prayer controversy in a Rankin County school. This after a similar incident just last year. We'll explain what happened. 16 WAPT News continues now.
The one to watch. This is 16 WAPT News at 6.
Hope you're having a great start to your Thursday. It's May 8th. I'm Marcus Hunter.
And I'm Keegan Fox. Happening right now, a seasonal favorite is getting ready to start. We're taking a live look at the Canton Flea Market. People are already out there this morning. We're going to take you to the square in just a moment.
New this morning, tornadoes touch down in Colorado as other parts of the country see significant hail. We'll show you the aftermath. But first, let's take a live look outside, looking at our downtown Jackson sky cam. It is a beautiful start to your day, and it's warm weather, but rain is on its way.
Brittany Bell explains in Weather First.
We will have a chance for some rain throughout the day on Friday, but things will be dry for the most part today and very warm. Right now, we are already starting out in the upper 60s and the 70s. It's 70 degrees in Macomb, 70 in Natchez, and 69 degrees in Jackson. So as we head throughout the rest of the day, skies will slowly clear and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 85 degrees. So we'll have a chance to rain on Friday, but some spots could see some showers as early as tonight. More on that coming up.
All right, thank you, Brittany. Happening right now, final preparations for a seasonal favorite, the Canton Flea Market. Let's go live to our Tiffany Bradley. She's in the Canton Square. And Tiffany, how's it looking out there?
The Canton Flea Market begins at 7 o'clock this morning, but shoppers are already out here trying to find some unique items and some great bargains. Some 1,100 vendors are out here as well. They've been out here since early this morning preparing for today's big event. This event is held twice a year, and the Canton Flea Market was voted the best in the state back in 2010. Organizers say that this is a great place to find those last-minute Mother's Day gifts, so there are plenty of items to choose from out here. And a lot of folks from across the region come to find those unique items, and as you can see, they come out early to shop. The flea market begins at 7 o'clock this morning and ends at 5. Live in Canton, Tiffany Bradley, 16 WAPT News.
Today, there will be a special legislative session to deal with tornado recovery. 5 additional counties have been declared disaster areas: Jones, Leake, Montgomery, Simpson, and Warren counties. Governor Bryant says lawmakers will work to provide up to $20 million for areas of the state damaged last week. Right now, the destruction is estimated at $13.5 million. Today's special session is set for 1 o'clock. Also today, the Salvation Army has opened an emergency relief center in Pearl. It opened just about half an hour ago at 6 a.m. People hit by the tornadoes can stop and pick up supplies, including water and food. The Salvation Army tells us they've been taking in donations and have a lot more on the way. They say they feel lucky to be able to help out.
We had such an overflow of people just willing to donate. We've received over 6 18-wheeler truckloads full of donations. So what we want to do is to give that stuff back to the people who need it most.
The new center will be next to the Salvation Army Family Store on Highway 80 in Pearl. Call the number on your screen if you want to help, 982-4881. New this morning, we have new video in that deadly basketball fight between a Hinds County deputy and a coach. Surveillance video captured the 2 men throwing punches at each other after a disagreement following a basketball game in Jackson Sunday. Police say Deputy Joshua Adams hit Justin Griffin, and Griffin fell, hitting his head on the concrete. Adams is charged with murder. Yesterday, a judge heard from a detective about the video.
You're viewing this videotape that you did this Mr. Griffin punch my client 3 times?
I observed him swinging. I couldn't tell due to the angle of the camera whether or not he hit him, but he was swinging, yes, sir.
This morning, Deputy Adams remains in jail without bond.
A doctor accused of shooting and killing his wife is in the hospital this morning. Emergency officials rushed William Mayfield to the hospital after he was found unresponsive inside of his cell at the Hinds County Detention Center. He suffered renal failure. Police arrested Mayfield last month after finding his wife dead inside their home with a gunshot wound.
New this morning, police have made an arrest in the murder of a woman whose dismembered body washed ashore on 2 Mississippi beaches. Margaret Sanchez was arrested in New Orleans Wednesday. She is expected to be charged with murder in the Jaron Lockhart case. Lockhart was last seen in 2012 leaving a strip club on Bourbon Street. Her body washed ashore days later in Bay St. Louis and Pass Christian. New this morning, an atheist group claims Rankin County schools are violating a ban on student prayer. This comes after a lawsuit was settled against the school district over this video. The video shows what students say was an assembly where they were forced to listen about Jesus. Well, the district settled with the student, Magdalene Beatty, who filed that suit last year. Now, an atheist group says a pastor gave an invocation at an honor ceremony at Northwest Rankin High School. The group is asking the court to fine the district and the principal $1,000 each. This brings us to our Facebook question of the day. Do you think Northwest Rankin High School should have to pay a fine for Christian-themed assemblies? Jackie says no, that student did not have to participate. In my opinion, this is what's wrong with our world today. Meanwhile, Chuck says, why is this even an issue? You can join in on the discussion. Just head to our Facebook page or tweet us a comment.
Well, new this morning, severe weather is once again sweeping across the country, bringing tornadoes in some areas and hail in others.
ABC's John Muller takes a look at the damage.
The extreme weather whiplash is fueled by an early taste of summer colliding with the last traces of winter, spawning at least 5 reported tornadoes in Colorado.
Wow.
This dramatic video caught a twister on camera near Akron, Colorado. Meantime, other parts of Colorado were hit by golf ball-sized hail, piling up to 3 inches in some areas, driven by wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. And wind gusts approaching 90 miles an hour are blamed for derailing this train north of Wichita, Kansas.
I didn't know what to think. I was shocked that it was strong enough to blow the train cars. I mean, I come across all the snap power poles and the power lines down, but I didn't think it was strong enough to blow the train over until I looked down there and saw it laying on its side.
Some 30 cars were knocked off the track by those 90-mile-an-hour winds. Fire officials say luckily those cars weren't carrying any chemicals. It comes as President Obama got a first-hand look at the devastation from last week's deadly tornado outbreak in hard-hit Arkansas. Hundreds of homes were destroyed and 15 people were killed in that state alone.
When something like this happens to a wonderful community like this one, it happens to all of us.
John Muller, ABC News, New York.
A chance of rain is causing Millsaps College to move its graduation ceremonies this weekend. Administrators say the commencement will be held at Christ United Methodist Church instead of outdoors on campus as originally planned. And the weather is forcing the Mississippi Symphony to postpone Pepsi Pops for the 2nd year in a row. That concert was set for Friday, but the orchestra has moved it to next Friday, May 16th. It'll still take place at Old Trace Park in Richland. And speaking of weather, let's go ahead and check in again with Brittany.
And Brittany, as you've been saying, the rain is on its way.
That's right. We'll see some showers developing across the area on Friday. But today, things will be dry and very warm this morning. We have temperatures mostly in the 60s and the 70s. And by this afternoon, things will be quite humid and very warm with highs topping out in the mid-80s. And we'll also have a mix of sun and clouds. So we'll see some showers moving in on Friday with highs in the upper 70s. We'll keep a slight chance for a spotty shower on Saturday and Sunday, but things will be dry for the most part over the weekend with highs in the mid-80s.
I don't know what I can do to repay him, but God is good.
An act of kindness. Just ahead, how one local business is helping a mother of 14 after she lost everything in a house fire.
And check out this video. These folks are diving for cover, trying to avoid getting hit by that car right there. Coming up, we'll tell you why police were already on the scene. It is 6:37. You're watching 16 WAPT News.
Closed captioning of 16 WAPT News is brought to you by Roundtree Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Life in Mississippi, it means sun-splashed days and soul-drenched nights. You work hard and play hard. With so much going on, you need a newscast that understands you. That's why we're proud to announce Mississippi native Megan West, now joining award-winning anchor Stephanie Maxwell. Weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. Megan's from here, knows who you are and what's important to you. Stephanie Maxwell and Megan West. Weeknights on 16 WAPT News, the one to watch.
D. Noblin is Mississippi's largest Lazy Boy dealer. Come relax and enjoy our laid-back savings. Fabrics, leather, reclining sofas, and sectionals. If it's genuine Lazy Boy, it's all on sale. And what's better than a great deal on a great recliner? 2 recliners for 1 low price. Match them up or mix it up. Just pair them up at 1 low price. For durability and comfort, there's only one. Listen for the click. Only found in fine reclining furniture. Quality, selection, and savings. Lazy Boy only at D. Noblin Furniture.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elijah Arrington III of Fundren Dental.
Are you tired of keeping up with a partial denture? Are you embarrassed by loose dentures and having to take your teeth out to eat? One visit to the Little Blue House on the corner may change your smile and your life. We have some of the lowest fees in town in regard to cosmetic dental implants. Throw away that partial and let us recreate your smile permanently. Look us up at fondrendental.com or call 601-981-4322. Don't overpay for your cosmetic treatment. Financing is available.
We know it's fun to hit the ball as hard as you can, but seriously, it's the $40,000 putting for cash giveaway. At Riverwalk Casino, you can win cash by putting. Fridays in May from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. We've had some anxious players. There have been some damages. You could win up to $5,000 cash, but remember, one wrong swing and $40,000 putting for cash giveaway at Riverwalk Casino Hotel Vicksburg. Get happy. Must be 21 to gamble.
It is 6:40 this morning. Take a look at this so-called horseplay. Horses out enjoying the weather in Piney Woods yesterday. I like that. Never saw a horse roll around on the ground
Me either.
before.
No, they did that.
Yeah, they look like they are enjoying that warm weather and the sunshine.
And Brittany, today would be a pretty good day to go horseback riding, right?
Well, especially across the state because things will be dry today, but things will be on the breezy side because we'll have winds out of the south between 10 and 15 miles an hour. But looking at your travel forecast for this Thursday, we could see around us some strong to severe storms developing as far north as Minnesota, stretching throughout south central Texas later on today. So here's a look at your travel forecast for this Thursday, looking at some showers and strong storms in Dallas with a high of 77 degrees, 78 in Houston, topping out at 80 degrees in Little Rock, 85 in Memphis, and 88 degrees with a few passing clouds in Atlanta.
Well, this morning, a project is underway in Jackson to rebuild a house for a mother of 14 who lost everything. Johnny Johnson's home was destroyed in the fire 2 months ago. The president of a local construction company heard her story and decided to rebuild her house for free. They kicked off the project yesterday.
I don't know. I don't know what I could do to repay him. Because no one is my 32 years of foster parenting from Milwaukee to Mississippi. No one has ever given me a greater gift than what Marcus is giving us now.
Now, Mac Construction President Marcus Wallace tells us that he hopes to get the Johnson in her new home by July. Jackson's fire officials say that they still don't know what caused the fire.
4 people were found dead inside a burned-out Tampa mansion owned by retired tennis pro James Blake. Firefighters say Blake was not inside the home at the time. He was renting out that property. Investigators say the fire was set on purpose. Meanwhile, a group of people at a crime scene had to dive for cover from a vehicle. Now, this happened at a murder scene in Houston on Wednesday. A news photographer recorded people running to get out of that car's way. The driver bailed out of the car while it was still moving. Someone jumped in and hit the brakes while police wrestled the driver to the ground. Authorities say the driver is the father of the suspected shooter. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is talking candidly about the country having a female president, but in an exclusive interview with Mississippi's own Robin Roberts, Clinton would not commit to her presidential run.
No one feels it would be better to crack that glass ceiling than to have a woman as president. And many believe that that should be you.
I think we should crack it also. I'm 100% in favor of that. But I have nothing further to say about.
Hey, we tried, right?
Now, Clinton also called the kidnapping of schoolgirls in Nigeria an act of terrorism, and she called on the government of that nation to do more to free them. You can see more of this exclusive interview coming up in just a few minutes on GMA. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside this morning at the res. The nice weather probably is not sticking around for too much longer. Brittany Bell is keeping an eye on rain headed our way. Your full forecast is next. You're watching 16th WAPT News.
The Sleep Store by Muskelly is the largest mattress retailer in Mississippi. We have buying power to negotiate the best prices and pass savings on to you. For our power pricing event, we've asked for even deeper discounts. Our guaranteed lowest prices are now even lower. Save on this queen pillow top set, regularly $4.99, but right now power priced at $2.48. This memory foam set is normally $5.99. We've power priced it at $3.63. Save more with power pricing at all 5 Sleep Store locations.
Sometimes people just don't think about what they're doing.
Take a look.
So, you're out for a run. And looks like you could use a new ride. Not today. You're out of luck. And if you think you're in the wrong, well, most likely you are. Don't trash Mississippi. Know where your litter goes.
In 2009, Mississippi faced a methamphetamine crisis. Law enforcement needed help. The legislature passed smart, tough new laws. Results? 93% drop in meth labs. Drug-endangered children protected. But State Senator Chris McDaniel voted against the anti-meth legislation. McDaniel was one of only 4 senators opposing the anti-meth laws. Chris McDaniel, bad judgment, wrong values.
I'm Thad Cochran, and I approved this message.
Every checking account's the same. Wrong. Our best of the bunch community bank checking accounts are genius. With cell teller mobile deposit, anywhere, anytime, snap both sides, hit send, and it's D for done. And makes sense. Like magic, your debit card turns into a piggy bank, rounds up purchases to the next dollar, and puts it in savings. Plus 10 more features we want to talk about, but time's up. The only place to get a not very ordinary checking account is at Community Bank. Like no other extraordinary bank you know.
You're watching 16 WAPT News at 6 with Keegan Fox, Marcus Hunter, and weather with meteorologist Brittany Bell. This is 16 WAPT News at 6, the one to watch.
It is a cloudy start to our Thursday all across the state, and right now clouds are keeping things very warm this morning. It's currently 69 degrees in Jackson with the south wind around 9 miles an hour. So most of us are starting out in the upper 60s and even the lower 70s. It's currently 70 degrees in Macomb, 70 in Natchez, and 68 degrees in Brookhaven. We also have a lot of moisture pumping in across the state. Right now, dew points are mostly in the mid to upper 60s. Now, the dew point, that's a measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. And once those numbers get into the mid to upper 60s and 70s, that's when it starts to feel quite muggy outside. So things will be warm and humid throughout the rest of our Thursday. We'll start to see a few more breaks in the clouds with highs topping out in the mid 80s. We'll also have breezy conditions with winds out of the south between 10 and 15 miles an hour. So we have clouds streaming in all across the state this morning, and zooming out, we have south winds just driving in a lot of moisture, and we also have a round of some heavy showers stretching throughout southern portions of Oklahoma into Texas, all ahead of a cold front. Now, with this system, the bulk of the storm energy, that's going to stay well off to our north. So the severe weather threat, they'll be off to our north and west and throughout portions of Arkansas and Missouri. But we'll still see a chance for some showers throughout the day on Friday. Now, we'll have some showers developing off to our west later on this evening. We can see some of that rain pushing into our area late tonight, throughout early tomorrow morning, especially in the Mississippi Delta. But our best chance rain will be mostly Friday afternoon, with those showers clearing out Friday evening. So for the weekend, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds, some warm afternoon highs in the mid 80s. Now, we'll keep a chance for an isolated shower on Saturday and Sunday, but most of us will stay dry over the weekend with highs in the mid 80s. So our best chance rain will be throughout the day Friday. We'll have a chance for a spotty shower over the weekend and another chance for some showers late Monday into Tuesday.
A Hazelhurst woman who helped save 24 people from a burning school bus is going to be on the Ellen Show.
Yeah, here's a video of that bus on fire. Betty Wyndham flagged down the school bus and helped students get off of it moments before it burst into flames. The Ellen Show flew her out to L.A. Wednesday. And this story has been getting all kinds of national attention. It even appeared on ABC News.
But a quick-thinking hero flagged down the driver moments before the bus exploded in flames.
We're running on the side of the bus, and we have the flashers on. We're honking. We're screaming. My sister was out of the vehicle, out the window, screaming at them.
Now, thanks to Wyndham, all of the students and her sister, all of the students got off the bus before it caught fire. A Copiah County woman recorded this video that you'll only see here on 16 WAPT. Now, we don't know when the episode that Wyndham is on from the Ellen Show will run, but we will definitely keep you posted. The Ellen Show airs right here on 16 WAPT weekdays at 3 p.m. Meanwhile, things are starting to get back to normal for the JSU baseball team after its bus went up in flames Monday. The fire destroyed the team's bus and most of its equipment. Yesterday, a shipment of new bats and gloves arrived just in time for the team to hit the practice field. The new gear may take some time to break in, but depending on what defending conference champions, they are hoping to use the experience to bring them closer together just in time for next week's SWAC tournament.
Practice. Practice, getting them out here, talking to them, and making sure they understand, that everything will be taken care of. Firefighters said the inside of that bus got over 1,300 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty rough. They had to pull a couple firefighters out of that bus and give them oxygen.
The Tigers' last 2 regular season games of the year at Norfolk State have been canceled.
Well, people are already out browsing around at the Canton Flea Market this morning. Tiffany Bradley has a live report from the square just ahead. It's 6:49 on this Thursday. You're watching 16 WAPT News.
This traffic update has been brought to you by D. Noblin Furniture, your exclusive Bassett and Lazy Boy dealer in Jackson, Mississippi.
D. Noblin is Mississippi's largest Lazy Boy dealer. Come relax and enjoy our laid-back savings. Fabrics, leather, reclining sofas, and sectionals. If it's genuine Lazy Boy, it's all on sale. And what's better than a great deal on a great recliner? 2 recliners for 1 low price. Match them up or mix it up. Just pair them up at 1 low price. For durability and comfort, there's only one. Listen for the click. Only found in fine reclining furniture. Quality, selection, and savings. Lazy Boy only at D. Noblin Furniture.
Everyone has been affected by the changes in the economy. Many people are still facing very difficult situations due to high medical bills, homes going into foreclosure, jobs lost, and the rising cost of living. If you are in financial trouble, facing foreclosure, repossessions, or garnishments, don't give up. Bankruptcy may offer a solution. Call Goss & Williams at 601-981-2800 for a free bankruptcy consultation. That's Goss & Williams, 601-981-2800.
Treating a child with cancer is different. It takes experience, sensitivity, amazing technology, and genuine compassion. It takes specialists with the knowledge to get your child back to everyday life.
My name is Cade. My life is proof.
The savings don't stop when the sun sets. The used car and truck super center at Great Daniels Ford Lincoln is open every night, where we sell more and trade for more.
Don't worry about credit, good or bad. We have a program for you. Over $2 million has been secured to loan during this used car and truck liquidation.
And everyone is backed by the Great Daniels Assurance Package. Great Daniels Ford Lincoln Used Car and Truck Super Center, open after work every night till the last customer is served, regardless.
Shop 24/7 at GreatDanielsFord.com.
All right, welcome back in. The time now is 6:52. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Now it's time for News to Go.
It's everything you need before you head out the door on this Thursday. Let's get it started with Brittany Bell and weather first.
It is a cloudy and mild start to our Thursday. Right now we have temperatures in the upper 60s and the lower 70s all across the state. It's 70 degrees in Natchez, 70 in Macomb, and 69 degrees in Jackson. So we'll have a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon with a high of 85 degrees. Coming up, I'll have a final look at your 7-day forecast.
We have a new video of a tornado sweeping through a playground in Tupelo during last week's deadly weather. This is from a security camera at St. Luke United Methodist Church. It shows the storm leveling the church's playground. You can see debris flying past the camera lens. And once the tornado passes, only a few pieces of playground equipment are left standing. Well, today is the last day for runners to sign up online for the Gumtree 10K in Tupelo, which is coming up on Saturday. It's Mississippi's largest 10K road race. It's going forward despite widespread tornado damage there. A portion of the course will take runners through neighborhoods in Tupelo hit by the tornado. The race director says support will help the storm-damaged community to move forward. There's a link to sign up for this race at WAPT.com. That online registration closes at 2 o'clock. MEMA has declared 5 new counties disaster zones. People in Warren, Simpson, Leake, Jones, and Montgomery are now eligible for assistance. Today, lawmakers will go into a special legislative session to figure out how to pay for tornado recovery. And happening And right now, the Salvation Army's Emergency Relief Center in Pearl has just opened. People hit by last week's tornado can stop by right now and pick up supplies, including water and food. The Salvation Army says they have been taking donations all week, and they have more on the way.
Also happening right now, folks are already out there shopping, but the state's biggest flea market officially gets underway in just minutes. 16 WAPT's Tiffany Bradley is live in Canton, where people will be shopping with hundreds of vendors. Tiffany?
The Canton Flea Market kicks off in just a few minutes, but folks have been shopping out here for the last hour or so. Some 1,100 vendors from all over the region are out here, and organizers say if you're looking for last-minute gift items for Mother's Day, this is the place to be. Of course, hundreds of thousands of people are expected to flood the streets here in downtown Canton today. The event kicks off at 7 o'clock and ends at 5. Live in Canton, Tiffany Bradley, 16 WAPT News.
The Vicksburg Grand Station Hotel is set to reopen today. The hotel and casino closed 2 years ago after declaring bankruptcy. It's reopening under the name Portofino with at least 36 jobs available. A nearby parking garage is also reopening near Mulberry Street.
This morning, new video in that deadly basketball fight between a Hinds County deputy and a coach. You can see surveillance video capture the two men throwing punches at each other after the disagreement following a basketball game in Jackson Sunday. Police say Deputy Joshua Adams hit Justin Griffith and he fell, hitting his head on the concrete. Adams is charged with murder.
New this morning, an atheist group claims Rankin County schools are violating a ban on student prayer. This comes after a lawsuit was settled against the school district over this video. This is from Northwest Rankin High School, and it shows what students say was an assembly where they were forced to listen about Jesus. The district settled with the student, Magdalene Beatty, who filed that lawsuit last year. Now an atheist group says a pastor gave an invocation at an honor ceremony at Northwest Rankin High School. The group is asking the court to fine the district and the principal $1,000 each.
Well, today the House is set to take a vote on whether to form a special panel on the deadly attacks on Americans in Benghazi. 16 WAPT's Tara Merchner is live in Washington with a preview. Tara?
Good morning to you, Marcus. That's right. House Republicans are set to start a special investigation into the 9/11 attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi. 4 Americans were killed in that attack, including the U.S. ambassador. Now, Republicans insist the White House downplayed intelligence that the attack was linked to al-Qaeda and instead blamed the attack on a video. Today, the House is set to vote on a select committee. The move comes as midterm election heats up, and Democrats call this all a political ploy. Now they're demanding the 7 Republican, 5 Democrat panel be balanced, and they are threatening a boycott. No word yet on whether the Obama administration plans to cooperate. Live in Washington this morning, I'm Tara Merchner, 4029 News.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside at this morning's traffic conditions. This is I-55 from our Hilton Sky Cam posted at County Line Road. Jackson police say they're all clear this hour. Just drive safely as you head out the door. And Brittany, we don't have any rain to deal with today.
Not today, but we'll have some showers in the forecast mostly throughout the day on Friday. This morning, though, we are dealing with warm morning temperatures in the upper 60s and 70s. Things will be humid this afternoon with highs in the mid 80s. So we'll have a chance for some widespread showers on Friday with a high of 78 degrees. We'll keep a chance for an isolated shower throughout the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, but things will be dry for the most part. So overall, looking like a great Mother's Day forecast with highs in the mid 80s. And we'll have another chance for some rain late Monday into early Tuesday.
So the humidity is coming back.
It is, but late next week, temperatures will get back down below average in the 70s.
That sounds good to me. GMA is coming up next.
For more news and weather, visit us anytime at WAPT.com.
Mississippi is my home. I was born here. I love raising my family here. I'm Chris McDaniel, and I approve this message because our politicians in Washington have forgotten our conservative Mississippi values. Here's where I stand. Prayer in public school? Yes. Obamacare? No. Second Amendment rights? Absolutely. More wasteful spending? Not a chance. That's the type of constitutional conservatism we need in the Senate.
Honda CR-V.
We've got great deals during the Spring Into a Honda sales event.
Slow down, hotshot.
The CR-V has a rear view camera, Bluetooth, Pandora compatibility, all standard.
Is that it?
And the CR-V is the most durable in its class.
Are those McPherson struts?
Indeed.
Nice work, Smith.
This is not a drill. Deals like this only last until May 11th. Get down to the Spring Into a Honda sales event